All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me. All eyes on me.
Welcome to round 12 of the Ninja A-League Highlights show. We kick things off at Leichhardt Oval in Sydney, where the Sky Blues returned home desperately seeking goals after being kept scoreless in their last 4 outings. They faced an Adelaide United side which edged out the Mariners 6 days earlier. Ante Juric made just one change to the starting 11 that went down to Melbourne City last time out. An injury to Maddie Caspers saw Bianca Garlich promoted from the bench. Theo Sunis announced an unchanged run-on side for the 3rd week in a row. 17-year-old goalkeeper Ilona Mele preferred between the sticks to Claudia Jenkins.
And it comes to Adriana Taranto. Oh, lovely line-breaking ball. Here's Condon. Great goalkeeping from Heather Hins. It's a really savvy stop. Almost as impressive as the pass from Taranto. Yet to fully recapture that in the new campaign as that's turned over and nearly a massive moment to enjoy for Jodie Ukekel. Set pieces have been pretty good so far, but this time she goes short to Paige Zoyce, who looks to find a shooting angle and bend it towards goal. It's a good camera save from Heather Hins. That stretch, 2 hands behind the ball. Entertaining battle so far. Taranto gets the better of it this time. Hins was caught in a bit of a betwixt and between position, but eventually was able to gather at the second time of asking. She looks to get on the end of this Zoyce set piece, which is connected to by Matilda McNamara. And not for the first time today. As that is going to slip its way through in the Erin Healy direction, who holds her ground. And finished wonderfully, but it's not going to count. What can the Panamanian international do? She can drive towards the byline, open up the angle, cut it back inside. And Meleg able to gather comfortably. Again, Sky Halmerick in a great position. Hunter launches it in. Halmerick! Tanner still alive. Melag gathers, or rather smothers. And that just felt like it was the moment. Here is Abby Lemon. Sydney goes short. Here's Kassar. Straight into the arms of Ilona Melag. The attacking part of that goalless venture is looking less likely as Tanner closes in and fires into the underside of the crossbar. Oh, it was nearly a deadlock breaker in stunning style for the Sky Blues. How good is that from Riley Tanner? As this one's delivered in well again, and was that over the line? It's still a scramble in the penalty area. Adelaide protest their case, and the clean sheet that Heather Hins is holding on to lives to fight another day by a matter of millimetres. It is deja vu from round 2 between Adelaide United and Sydney FC. The full-time score from Leichhardt Oval: Sydney FC 0, Adelaide United 0.
Next up, Perth Glory and their bid to make it 4 wins on the trot at Sam Kerr Football Centre as Western Sydney Wanderers visited. Stephen Peters selected the same starting 11 that defeated Newcastle at home last weekend, with Susan Ponsonkham, Sarah O'Donoghue and former Wanderer Bronte True in the forward line. After a vital 1-1 draw at home against High Flyers Canberra United, the Wanderers made 2 changes to their starting lineup. Defender Poppy Hooks and striker Holly Caspers were given the nod by coach Jeff Abrahams.
Harrison. This time a high, deep delivery. Numbers back there. Ying got ahead to it. Chaos on the line. Ponsonkham able to clear. Now can Perth break away? McKenna. Chisari knocks to the ground, but Bronte True in an offside position. The flag is up on the right-hand side. They'll continue anyway, and a shot on goal. Izzy Dalton Johnston, delivery not as good as Tanika Matos is on the other side. Caspers going for a run. Zog far behind, chasing and trailing. Holly Caspers, can she get the shot away? She can. But Morrissey stood in the way. Johnston so often finding space high up the line. Comfortably headed away by Hooks. This is important, a chance right here. And it's absolutely taken. Emma Tovar, new signing this season. What a great finish. Took that chance. First goal in Perth Glory colours. Eunice. Berryhill. Evades one. Can we get the same delivery he got last time? That's excellent. Eunice seemed to get a shot away, but it must have come off. Perth defender, Fonsonkamp. Tees up and gets to curl. Susan Fonsonkamp. What an effort. Doubles the lead for Perth Glory. McKenna almost regaining possession. Caspers, this is a chance. Buchanan cutting it across and finding the net. Substitute Yuan Kong looked like he was going to go in anyway, but Kong made sure of it. Tovar did a 360 turn. McKenna launching off the crossbar. Lincoln trying to get in the right place. Gabby Holder can't bring it down. Took a swing at it. It was Julia Sardo. Diane McKenna certainly feeling a little bit inspired by Fonsonkamp and Tovar's long-range efforts. Wanted to join the party and just missed out as Ella Lincoln gets an angle and gets the most important goal of the night. And just as Sam Kerr used to do in the Perth Glory shirts, she's flipping. Another important win for Perth Glory. They make it 4 wins in a row at home. You can see how much it means to Lincoln and Yechi Zog. I'll be disappointed they couldn't hold a clean sheet, but it's the 3 points that matter. They keep putting pressure on the teams above them and around them as well to keep winning, particularly as this ladder starts to really form once teams get back to level games. Disappointing travel trip for Jeff Abrams' side here at Sam Kerr Football Centre, where it finishes Perth Glory 3, Western Sydney Wanderers 1.
To Porurua Park, where Wellington Phoenix were coming to terms with the loss of Nepalese striker Sabitra Bandari. Samba has been ruled out for the remainder of the season with a knee injury following the 2-2 draw against Brisbane. Phoenix coach Bev Priestman brought recruit Lucia Leon into the starting 11, and there were also starts for Daisy Brazendale and Lara Wall. Newly signed American forward Michaela Woods was listed on the bench. For the defending premiers Melbourne City, a 4th straight win would take them to the top of the table. They were unchanged from last week's 1-0 home win against Sydney FC and led by 100-cap football fern Rebecca Stott.
As they enter the opposition final third for the first time, Nunn balling towards the penalty spot. And lively early attack from the Wellington Phoenix. Jale, here's a shot that creeps towards the goal, but never really testing. It was only as far as Stott. Calmly rolls past one, flicks it over. Buttress in space, driving into the area. Byline cuts it back, top of the area, great chance, great goal. Just like that, City make you pay.
It all started with the quality from Rebecca Stott. You know, she's so dangerous, just taking players on in the attack and just finding that little clip ball over the top. And then it's just those late runners into the midfield, just in a super dangerous position. Unfortunately, Phoenix players are not tracking back.
McNamara, 1, 2, 3 players around her, no problem. Again, ball in behind, left-hand side. Buttress, can she get the shot away? She can, it should be two, and it will. And never has Keane scored an easier goal in her life, surely. Phoenix protesting for an offside, but it looks like the lead has been doubled inside 21 minutes. Leon on the edge of the area. Does well. Nunn, can she measure the ball? Back post! And Ward just couldn't quite get the contact to deflect back in on goal. Much better though for the Wellington Phoenix. Nunn, through ball, nicely done to Vlock. She cuts back, creates a charge. Good save from Merdes. She's had a big impact, the Spanish keeper, and she keeps Vlock from grabbing another. And Matilda delivers. And it's poked just wide. That was the moment to make the game safe. Here's chance through the middle. Maybe this is the opportunity. And oh wow, Merdes again. It looked like there was a perfect gap to roll it between her legs. Nunn goes with the early ball, looking for Woods, and she's there, and the Phoenix have won. Later, out of nothing, Merdes going AWOL. And Woods snatching a march and snatching a goal. It's Wellington 1, Melbourne 2. Towards the near post, and it's hooked just over the bar, is it? Van der Meer looking to make it her 5th goal in the A-League. And Melbourne City are headed to the top of the Ninja A-League. A late skier on an otherwise very impressive afternoon in Porirua. 2 first-half goals gave them plenty of distance. A professional second-half display for about 40-odd minutes. Then a goal out of nowhere, Rosie White, gave the Phoenix an injection of excitement, but ultimately the best side prevailed. The Wellington Phoenix 1, Melbourne City 2.
At number 2 Sports Ground in Newcastle, the home team were eager to break a 3-game losing streak and exact some F3 derby revenge on the Central Coast Mariners, who ran away with a 4-1 win in the last outing. Jets coach Stephen Hoyle made a total of 6 changes to the starting 11 that lost 1-0 to Perth. Regular captain Cassidy Davis, Melina Ayres, Lauren Allen and Josie Allen were all moved to the bench, while striker Alexis Collins made her first start of the season. Libby Copus-Brown was given the captain's armband. For the Mariners, Tess Quilligan was called into the starting 11 to replace the suspended Izzy Gomez, as the visitors set their sights on retaining the coveted F3 Derby trophy.
Charlotte Lancaster, the ball across the face! And Grove, well, she got a touch. Still alive here for the Jets. It's somehow saved away, and that attempt from Dundas goes wide. Dundas, Hoban in behind for Kelly Brown. Kelly Brown takes a touch and takes it wide. The Kiwi international there really should have hit the back of the net. In behind, and has that stayed in? It has! Dragged wide by Hoban. Well, that's a poor clearance though. It's picked up by Copus-Brown. Libby Copus-Brown to Kelly Brown! Top bins! The Newcastle Jets take the lead in the derby, and it's Kelly Brown with the goal. In search of that equaliser. Bauman, Prakash, Trimis. Peter Trimis with the shot! It's deflected in! The Central Coast Mariners have their equaliser, and it's Peter Trimis, the centre of everything for them today, who gets the goal.
It was a wonderful pass into Avani Prakash in a central area, just in behind Dundas, just helped it on into Peter Trimmis. But again, Peter Trimmis' skill and ability where she just shifts that ball outside of the defender onto her right foot where she can get a strike on goal.
Now Rasmussen in space. Annalise Rasmussen rises over the crossbar.
Super important that you maintain your composure under pressure.
Trimmis. Peter Trimmis, the delivery. Rasmussen! Annalise Rasmussen goes clear on top of the Golden Boot race. And the Central Coast Mariners take the lead in the derby.
Rasmussen just at the near post, gets in front of Karapides, out-muscles her, and it's 2-1 to the Mariners.
Well, the Jets winning out here. Ball centred. Collins can't turn around, but Hoban can shoot. Wide from the edge of the area. Jets take the corner quickly. Header one. Grove saved it the first time. And a goal line clearance. It's still live. What is happening here? Cleared off the line again. The referee saying no goal. Heroic goal line defending from the Mariners to retain their advantage.
Tense moments, but incredible save from Grove, and Annabelle Martin just desperation stuff on the goal line late in the game.
The Central Coast Mariners have done the double over the Newcastle Jets in the F3 derby this season. They came from behind once again to emerge 2-1 victors. The Jets had the better of the opportunities, particularly in the first half. They did capitalise in the end through Kelly Brown, but it wasn't enough. The Mariners in the second half. Peter Trimmis and then Annalise Rasmussen's 8th goal of the season means that at full time it is the Newcastle Jets 1, Central Coast Mariners 2.
Finally, to the home of the Matildas, where Melbourne Victory lined up for their first match of the new year after a bye in the previous round. Their opponents were the Brisbane Roar. Jeff Hopkins made one change to the starting 11 that faced Central Coast Mariners on December 27, with Taylor Ray in for Grace Maher. Alex Smith kept the same starting 11 that drew 2-2 with Wellington Phoenix in Redcliffe last time out. A win would elevate Victory to the top of the ladder alongside their crosstown rivals, Melbourne City.
Now Pickett again. Furphy. Still trying to get into the game, Holly Furphy. On the right wing, and here she goes. First real opportunity to move at the defence, but she goes sideways. Here's Policina, the long shot's on, catches a big deflection, handball shouts. Oh, when you talk about an unnatural position for an arm, you call it, Catherine, you be the ref.
I think you got to let that one go.
Now Momo comes up and just tries to give Victory the hurry up here. And just the presence of Momo Hayashi created some panic. And now the ball has been spilled. Janssen turns at the edge of the box and Newbond makes a good save. Janssen not able to put it wide of the keeper. And Courtney Newbond's reflexes were sharp. Pickett, unhit pass, Woods. Well, slipped at the key moment, and Victory have got numbers. Kennedy White coming deep to retrieve the ball. Tries to slide through low. Furphy's on, further over on the right. All about the delivery from Furphy. Oh, and she almost went direct. I don't think Chloe Lincoln got a touch. It's a goal kick, and Holly Furphy grazing the frame of the goal. Was able to trap that one and keep the attack going. Woods. Miller, and now Fryer. Still Sean Fryer, squares it. Janssen, 3 defenders to look at. Daisy Brown holds it up here. Keeps the attack going. Ashlyn Miller, Victory just can't put a foot on it. The cross comes in from Miller, and it's behind for a corner off Janchevsky. Kennedy White. Policina. Cross blocked by Hayashi. Sakalis. White. Low. Taylor Ray.
Up! Come on!
Bunge. Pickett lunging into a pass, sliced by Varley, only as far as White. Sakalis is there. Policina frees the feet and fires well wide. You can see the disappointment after the shot goes begging. Fryer. This is Sian Fryer at her best, sprinting into the penalty area, squaring the ball. What a chance for Daisy Brown to open her Ninja A-League account. Seidel with the corner in at the near post, headed away by Bunge. Seidel is first to the ball. Janssen in at the near post. Oh, so close. In at the near post again. Brisbane lead. Daisy Brown appears to be claiming it. Was there a touch before it crossed? Brisbane get reward for dominating. But Brisbane have got so many games in hand that if they win them, they will fly up the table. Here's Fryer. The cutback, Stevenson. Just behind the step of Stevenson. Hayashi misses the ball in midfield. Policina. Through ball, Kennedy White. Saved by Lincoln. Massive save. And that first clean sheet of the season gets another save closer. Brisbane Roar jump into the top 6 and do the season double over victory. And the home of the Matildas is Brisbane's home away from home. Only their second visit, and they have won on both occasions that they have come to the venue. A goal from a corner, Daisy Brown credited with it, and Melbourne victory, a day of toil, ends with a blank in front of their name. Brisbane Roar get the win. And as they jump into the top 6, with either 2 or 3 games in hand on most of the teams in the top 6, they may have re-announced themselves as contenders for this season. Full time at the home of the Matildas. Melbourne victory 0, Brisbane Roar 1.
The Brisbane Roar jumped into the top 6 with that win against the Victory in Melbourne. Melbourne City are top after scooping up all 3 points across the Tasman, and the Mariners moved into 3rd place after triumph in the F3 Derby. Join us again next week for another action-filled edition of the Ninja Highlight Show, spearheaded by the original rivalry between Adelaide United and Melbourne Victory. Until then, it's goodbye.